called the Queen of Afrobeat, for example, Tiwa Savage, to be amongst Grammy winners. You know, to really live up to that that sobriquet. You know, she's undoubtedly a very talented songwriter, music maker, but I think Tems just blew everyone.
Now, what
out
makes
of
her
the water.
stand out in that category to you?
To
what
me,
makes her stand out?
I think her vocal powers.
Her vocal powers.
Yes, I think Tems is a fantastic vocalist. It's a very good vocal range. You know, what particularly pleases me in a way is to see Tems do what the great Whitney Houston did.
Okay.
You know, making an already very good song better. Whitney Houston did
Dolly
that
Parton.
with Dolly Parton.
Yeah, Dolly
song.
Parton. Yeah,
I will always
I will
love
always
you.
love you. Yes.
And now she showed the most
Love me,
Love
JJ.
Me, JJ.
Yes.
Just look at how this young woman modernized it,
True.
made it acceptable to people beyond the boundaries of our country.
True.
So I'm just happy for her, and she's somebody who represents our country and she carries herself very well.
True.
No airs, no scandals, nothing. She's,
That's
you know,
another thing. No scandal.
Yes,
I've not heard
yes,
it. Exactly.
You know? So I'm just happy with her, and I know that so many Nigerians are pleased with her feat.
Now, what do you have to say to other Nigerian talents that were in that same category but did not clinch that victory?
Oh, definitely. We knew a Nigerian would definitely win that category.
Yes.
Because, yes, Chris Brown in the category. Yes, Chris Brown had Loj and Davido with Sensational, but you had other Nigerians there. There's Asake, Wizkid. There's Burna Boy Higher. There's Yemi Alade, the
Yeah,
self-proclaimed
exactly.
Mama Africa, who is doing really well.
True.
So people already knew that definitely it would be a Nigerian that will win it because we had more Nigerians and just Chris Brown was the foreigner. And of course, because in a way, like I said, she has put herself out there. She's in the conversation. She's touring, even after dropping her album, Born in the Wild. Collaborating with people, attending events. So she's in their subconscious.
Exactly.
They're seeing her doing
Always
media rounds.
in their faces,
Doing media
exactly.
rounds all across. We were talking about scandal earlier. There was even that rumor, I think it was a fashion show, and she wore a big cloth, and people were looking, is Tems pregnant? And people were saying, oh, Tems is pregnant for Future. Based on Future is a bad guy.
Exactly.
And they just had a collaboration that Tems, be careful. But all of a sudden, that wasn't true. So she's always in the conversation, and in a way, she's not putting it in our faces, but she's there and outside. But when you now come back to Nigeria, yeah, some songs are way bigger, like MMS, Asake bigger, Higher bigger from here, but the Grammy nomination and their criteria is way different than what we are thinking. Yeah, we might think it's big, but outside there, they know what they're using for their, to itemize what it is.
Now, BK, with 2 wins at the Grammy, what should Tems be doing, you know, to sustain and expand her relevance, you know, in the music industry?
No, she knows what to do. She's properly managed. And
Properly managed,
it
that's
shows.
one key.
It shows. If you are not properly managed, the whole world will know.
Sure.
She's just a well put together woman, and she's somebody after my heart. And given some of the goods that she has, I'm not going to tell Nigerians what I mean by goods in this case. You would expect scandals, unnecessary body bearing and all that. But we don't see that. We don't see that. You know? So I think she's done credit to her mom, who raised her in the proper way. And she knows now that she has to stay on top. And to stay on top, she has to do more good music.
Exactly.
She has to do a lot more collaborations to keep her relevant. You know, the moment you step out of the vortex of relevance, the world begins to forget you. I think for her, it's too early in the day to begin to slide downhill. So she's looking up, she'll be looking up, and this will encourage her. I do not think that this is the last Grammy that we'll see her win. You know, and to win it, in an individual category,
Yes.
is not something that you can simply wish away. It's not. This was not the result of collaboration. She won it in an individual category, which is a rarity.
Exactly.
You know, at least in this part of the world. So I am happy for her. I see her winning more awards as we go on.
Let me bring that same question to you. Now, with 2 wins, what do you think, if you to advise her now, that she needs to do to sustain and expand, you know, her relevance in the global music stage?
I think it's just to heighten whatever it is that she's doing. She has a good management, Muyiwa, and of course Wale, who happens to be my friend, Tech, from Show Them Camp, who happens to be a management.
Is she under any music label at the moment?
Indeed, she's an independent artist.
She is
she's an independent artist affiliated with a bigger umbrella, because that's how always it is. But having a good management that know how to push you right, especially knowing that you're a female in the music industry also, so they have to lead you in the right direction. So it's just to heighten whatever she's doing. People want to, like she wrote for Rihanna, the song that they used for Black Panther. She wrote the song for Rihanna to sing the song. Wow. So aside being a super talented singer, she's a super talented songwriter also.
Now, what does that also say?
And I hear she can also play instruments.
The instruments as well. Now, what does that also say about Nigerian talents, Nigerian music exposed to the world, Afrobeats? What do you have to say to that? The talents in Nigeria.
We are there already, because shout out to the Grammy body for even creating a category for the African music performance category, because we know in those days they used to group us under the global music category, where you have to fight with other top guys from other countries. But now we have a category that is African, and you know how it's Afrobeats that is taking over. So it's a category that we know will be filled up with a lot of Nigerians going forward. Yes, last year the inaugural one, Tyler from South Africa won that particular category and everybody was angry. But now we have our own category that we can, it's we fighting amongst ourselves, because we have a whole lot of talent. We fighting amongst ourselves in that particular category. And even outside that category, Tems was also nominated in the Best R&B category with other big stars from all across the globe. Wow. So we have the talent, we have the slots. People are listening to Afrobeats right now. So this is the part whereby, and I'm always saying it, yes, there are some people I don't want to see collaborate, because I want to see that drama going on, like Whiskey, Davido. I don't want them to collaborate because I love that rivalry.
You love the rivalry.
I love the rivalry going on. But if we want to push Afrobeats to the world, there was a time it was reggaeton that was in vogue. K-pop was in vogue. Now, everybody's listening to Afrobeats. It's not be a bad thing, like BKO said. This is the best time. Everybody's talking about Tiwa Savage. Oh, the self-acclaimed big African bad girl. A Tems and Tiwa Savage collaboration. So people see it outside of the world. Yemi Alade was nominated in the same category with Tems. It's not be bad to have a Tems and Yemi Alade. So we are pushing the whole Afrobeat to the world, pushing it in their faces like, oh, yo, it's not only me. Where I'm coming from,
we
are bad like
that. Exactly. No, you also do, the president has called.
Yes.
Right. Talk to me about that.
Yes. President Tinubu has joined other excited Nigerians to pay tribute to this young woman who has put us right there on the global map. It would have been very bad if we came back home again empty-handed.
It will have been an embarrassment.
You know, when we had so many nominations the other day, and Tyler walked away with that prize, I was gutted. I was gutted, and I would have felt really bad if it again happened to us this time around. But I'm happy that Tems made sure that we didn't leave Grammy empty-handed. We are a nation where people love music so much, you know? And I just want to remain up there. We are the kings of Africa when it comes to Afrobeat. No matter what the South Africans do, no matter what the Tanzanians do, we are the kings of Africa. And I see entertainment, you know, bringing in tremendous foreign exchange into our country in the years to come. There was a time when ABBA, the musical group from Sweden, was the #1 foreign exchange earner for Sweden, even ahead of Volvo, the automobile company. So I see tremendous potential in the entertainment sector. And that's why government also needs to come up with policies that will allow a seamless flow of talents from this part of the world, so that we can see a lot more artists, coming on stream and making Nigeria proud.
Okay, he also talked about he enjoys the rivalry between these artists.
I do too. I do too. I do.
Are you a 30 BG?
I do too.
Okay, don't he asked the question. Are you a 30 BG or whiskey?
Or you are the FC?
Let's put BK on the spot.
Honestly,
or outside that.
if you ask me, it's difficult for me to choose between Burna Boy and Wizkid. I think
really?
in terms of the number of years that I've loved them,
Okay.
I would say, yes, I've loved Wizkid for far more years than Burna Boy. And as I said yesterday, Wizkid remains the lighting rod for other.
I think you called him class captain, yes.
No, I called him the lighting rod.
The lighting rod,
for other Afrobeat stars in Nigeria, because he kind of opened people's eyes to the potential that was there. And we are now seeing a lot more of them, And I like what Burna Boy has done on the global stage within a short time.
Sure.
I believe that he has tremendous talent, and the sky is his limit. And I'm embarrassed that people will be attributing Burna Boy's Grammy win to
Didi.
Yeah, exactly.
Didi. I mean,
exactly.
so people who are saying that are silly people, are unthinking people, because this guy has got the talent. You cannot deny it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, it's a fine place for us to leave it. OJ,
Thank you very much.
thank you so much for joining us on Journalist Hangout. We need to go on this quick break. When we return, the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere. Still Journalist Hangout.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini, I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. It's still Journalist Hangout, and right about now we have Majid right here with us. Majid, so good to have you here. So let's move straight to our next conversation. The stability of Nigeria's telecom sector is now hanging on a delicate balance between demands by industry operators and organized labor. The telecom operators have rejected the mass action called by the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC over 50% hike in tariff. According to the Chief Executive Officer of the Association of Licensed Telecom Operators in Nigeria, Gbenga Adebayo, the proposed strike slated for the 4th of February could worsen the problems in the sector. He stressed the need for NLC not to be the undertaker of a dead sector. BK, let's start this way. Telco is saying that the hike is necessary to improve infrastructure and also to prevent an imminent collapse of the sector. Talk to me. Are those reasons valid enough?
Yes.
Yes.
Very valid, yes. Especially if they've not increased tariff in 10 years. I think they have a point. They have a point. Government has a responsibility to slow down the rate of inflation, but you cannot tell people not to jack up prices in response to inflation. Actually, every sector has responded to the devaluation of the naira, to inflation in many ways.
True.
Even government businesses, they are raising their rates. So there's no way we can validly tell the telcos not to hike tariff after 10 years. Because look, things have changed between 2014 and now.
A lot has happened.
In terms of the cost of doing business in our country, a lot has changed. You have to tell ourselves the truth. It doesn't matter what people say. Some of us are already used to people banging their heads on the wall over nothing. We cannot watch NNPC and oil majors increasing prices of petroleum products in response to removal of subsidy. That inevitably leads to the kind of ripple effect that you do not want to experience across the board in the economy. So there's no way that the telcos would continue to achieve profitability if you are not allowing them to charge cost reflective rates.
Cost reflective, okay.
You've seen even in the power sector, you've seen the changes, the increased rates. Where have we not seen an increase in rate? Where? Is it food? So at some point, they will have to increase rates. So the issue is whether 50% is the ideal threshold. I'm happy that the National Assembly is engaging NLC, engaging the telcos. Nobody wants a strike, especially on this kind of matter.
Okay. All right, Majid, the telcos, they've argued that the NLC did not consult wide enough, before threatening for a strike. But should the NLC direct its energy at the government instead of the telcos?
That's why I have a problem with Joe Ajero at times. The kind of battles he picks them wrongly. If an NLC member's girlfriend is snatched by probably GD or something, they should come and picket TVC.
No, you won't do that. You won't do that. So, you won't do that. You will report me to my wife.
So because now you can't be crying more than the bereaved. The telco workers are saying we are okay with this. Telco workers, is fighting for Nigeria, but they are saying we are operating in this industry. We know what is happening. You should have consulted us before going to call on a strike. Because look at it. These telecom operators, they also operate in the same economy we are. Like Jide said, 10 years, the last time they increased tariff was 10 years ago. I'm not advocating for them, but they have only increased by 50%. What was the percentage increase in electricity bills? Almost
over 200.
Almost 300%. Now, 10 years ago, 70% of the operations of the telcos are dollar denominated.
True.
More than 70%. So now, 10 years ago, FX exchange rate was like 350 naira to a dollar. Today it's hovering at about 1,500.
It was about 216.
It was even, yeah, it was even up to that. So that is number one. That's the number one factor. Well, you want to say they don't buy equipment, but then they upgrade.
You know, one of the biggest drains on their finances is diesel.
Yeah,
everywhere, because you cannot rely on public electricity supply.
Yeah. To power their base stations.
For their base stations, they must put, in fact, 2 generators in some cases.
Yeah.
So that if this one
goes on, there's another.
Yes. I have someone who guards a base station.
And people go there
constantly
to steal,
buying.
Exactly. They even go to
what is the cost of diesel now?
10 years ago.
2014.
So that is another one. And number 3 is the fact that they are also operating in the same markets that we are operating in. So now, I know that MTN and Airtel and Nine Mobile, at the point they were cohabiting. I mean, they share the same base. It's only Glo that is running its own on its own. Now, they have some operators like Huawei and that takes care of this facility for them. They are changing some of the base stations now to solar. And this is a project they are doing just about 30%. It's costing about 20 billion naira.
Okay.
To do that.
Majid, we need to go on this quick break. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere. Still, journalists hang out.
The Nigerian Army is scheduled to commence verification and screening exercise of children of deceased personnel for education sponsorship for year 2024 and 2025 academic session. The sponsorship is one of the welfare schemes in the Nigerian Army aimed at guaranteeing primary, secondary, and tertiary education for the children of personnel who died in active service. The exercise will take place as follows. South-South Geopolitical Zone, date 8th to 11th February 2025 at headquarters 6th Division Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Southeast Geopolitical Zone, date 13th to 16th February 2025 at headquarters 82 Division Enugu, Enugu State. Southwest Geopolitical Zone, 18th to 21st February 2025 at headquarters 2 Division Ibadan, Oyo State. Northeast Geopolitical Zone, 24th to 27th February 2025 at headquarters Nigerian Army, Amoko, Bauchi State. Northwest Geopolitical Zone, 1st to 5th March 2025 at headquarters 1 Division Nigerian Army, Kaduna State. North Central and Abuja Geopolitical Zone, 10th to 17th March 2025 at Army Headquarters Command Officers Mess, Asokoro, Abuja. The exercise is meant for all prospective new applicants as well as beneficiaries upgrading and those who were absent from year 2023 and 2024 screening and verification exercise. Documents required for the exercise include handwritten application for sponsorship containing names of the children, letter of admission of the beneficiary, the last report card or results of the beneficiary among other documents. For further inquiry, please contact 0816 935 5766 Announcer, Department of Army Administration.
So, there is a small problem. Despite all the entertaining ads we've created for you, some of you still haven't tried our services. Come on. First of all, we are a licensed microfinance bank. Sorry about that. For instance, you can open a business account with us and get our POS with it. It's good for your business.
99.99% reliable.
I love it. Our card, it dey work.
My money no dey hang.
You can open a business or personal account with us in minutes.
Ai na bude na daga wannan kujera.
Our customer care is available. Abby? So, when it comes to reliability, security, convenience, and speed, you only need one bank.
Join millions of happy customers. Download the Moniepoint app or find an agent near you to get started.
This ad is a Moniepoint ad. Don't forget that.
Coleman wires and cable. Great quality. Now with the new look.
Distinguished candidates, UTME registration starts February 3rd and ends March 8, 2025. Create a profile using your unique phone number. Simply SMS NIN and your NIN number to either 55019 or 66019. Only candidates who will be 16 years old by 30th September 2025 are eligible. Younger aspirants must have to be declared by JAMB as exceptional, only with scores of 80% in all the 4 prescribed examinations, or take ordinary trial mock examination. Consolidated total payment for registration, CBT center, written text, vendor commission, and bank charges are as follows. Trial testing mock only 3,500. DE registration only 5,700. UTME registration only 7,200. UTME and mock registration 8,700. Once you have registered with the biodata supplied by NIMC, no retroactive data change will be allowed nor affected by JAMB. You can, however, use the query option to obtain NIMC updated data to amend your previous personal data with JAMB.
JAMB, enhancing academic excellence.
All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Majid Jami around here and BK. So, BK, talking about this issue of telcos. Now, the NLC proposed 5% instead of the 50% approved by the NCC. Is this feasible?
You know, you say 5%.
Yeah, they are proposing.
For a sector where there has not been
an
increase in tariff for 10 years. You know, it's not reasonable now. Yes, I appreciate Ajero and his colleagues. It's difficult to do the job he's doing at this time, because you have to fight almost every day. And workers expect the best. Workers expect the best. But this sector also needs to survive. If we are not careful, the poor services that we are talking about will get worse. If they cannot replace parts, if they cannot bring in equipment, if they have to cut corners.
They might even have to downsize.
Yes. I know that there has to be an increase. But if you ask me, I was thinking maybe 30%. I know that, but I also know that because tariff hike is not something that you do regularly. So in going for 50%, the regulator must have, in agreeing to 50%, the regulator must have felt, oh, before we see another tariff hike, it will take a long time. So they had to settle for that kind of middle ground, which is 50%. I don't think that 5% is realistic, and I just think that the strike is unnecessary. Strike should always be the last option, but even the fidelity of strikes has been badly eroded under the current leadership of the NLC. Anything that happens, you are thinking of strike.
The NLC is saying survival of Nigerians or the survival of telcos. Where do we strike the balance?
They cannot survive if virtually everything has gone up and you are saying they should not increase rates? I know that it may sound unpopular, but reasonable Nigerians know that, okay, why are we not doing the same thing to the airlines?
Okay.
Why are we not doing the same thing to the airlines? 2 years ago, you could pay 17,000 to move from Abuja to Lagos. Just 17,000. Try it today.
Right now, it's...
Try it today. I just returned from Abuja on Friday, and I paid 155,000 for a
Just for a one-way
trip.
No,
Even if you are going to Ghana, but traveling outside Nigeria, in the past, you will not pay anything close to that. Because how far is Ghana? Ghana, I think, should be like 40 minutes or so.
Same distance,
Yes.
almost same distance.
Almost like going to Abuja.
Abuja, yeah.
I think it's around 40 minutes or 45, I can't remember.
Because of international charges, you know.
But look at, if we are not telling, of course they have regulators in the aviation sector too. If we are not telling them not to charge the kind of cutthroat charges, make cutthroat charges, why are we saying telcos should not do it?
Okay, all right.
That's my view.
Majid, let's talk incentives now from the government. What kind of incentives, the government should come up with to reduce the burden of the telecoms operators?
The telcos they're in business to survive, and the kind of incentives government can give them is probably to grant them waivers on what they import.
Maybe some of what they import.
Some of what they import. Because to clear a 20-feet container now, like I said earlier, most of their equipment are dollar-based. They are imported. To clear a 20-feet container now is between 15 and 25 million. Now that's apart from cost of freight, clearing alone.
Just clearing?
Clearing alone. All these charges go on, and before now, most of their equipment, they are not equipment that you use ordinary container to carry.
Exactly.
They use what you call dangerous good containers, DGC.
For delicate materials.
For delicate materials. So because most of their equipment have lithium battery, you can't use ordinary container to carry it. So they are surcharged extra. So if government can give them a relief in this area, probably they can pass that to government. Even at that, operating costs here, they have diesel costs, they have electricity costs, they also have FX, foreign exchange to deal with. So it's, in fact, we should even be grateful that they have agreed to do just 50%. Is it 50% that we are paying on airfares?
No, not at all.
Is it 50% that we are paying on electricity?
Not at all.
Even petroleum products.
Subsidy remover.
Yes, subsidy remover.
Is it 50%?
Is it 50%? So Ajero should be reasonable, quote and unquote.
You think it's fighting a losing battle?
Be reasonable with the kind of battles it takes on. Honestly.
All right, gentlemen, it's a fine place for us to leave it. Let's move straight to our next conversation. One of the benefits of a functional refining system is the ability to meet local demands. In the light of this, the Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, Petroan, has confirmed that its members are now loading petroleum products, including petrol, diesel and kerosene, from the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries. The spokesman of the association, Joseph Obelek, affirmed this development will bring about competitiveness, which will potentially lead to a reduction in the prices of petroleum products. All right, BKO, Petron ordering its members, to lift products from Warri and Port Harcourt refinery. Does this prove doubters wrong about the operational status of these refineries?
No, all along we told them, but they won't listen. People who are gripped by negativity, it is negative story that gives them such an extraordinary itch that no other thing gives them an itch. It has to be something negative. And when you come out to say, look, our country is making progress in this area, because some people hate Bola Ahmed Tinubu so much. In fact, they will wish him dead. They don't want you to talk about anything. How can a sensible person assume, for example? I've had people that I used to respect that I felt, okay, they went through school, and education should be able to guide your conduct, your utterances, your writings. Education should be able to polish you as an individual, help you to achieve a total man, achieve the status of a total man. And one of them was saying, look, the government has achieved nothing. But how can you say the government has achieved nothing? Nothing, no. And we can see some of the things that have been done. No one is saying that this government should not have done better. No. It's not from my mouth that you will hear that. In 100 years, I won't behave like that. There are things that the government should have done that it has not done. The government, there are still so many areas needing improvement. And when that improvement comes, I also benefit. So it will be irresponsible on my part to not talk about what government needs to do that it has not done. You understand?
I do.
But I will not also be the person who says, oh, they've not achieved nothing. I wasn't trained in that way. I've been trained to be objective, to see positivity in so many things, not to see negativity in everything. Anybody who is human must not see negativity in everything, but there are many Nigerians who are actually not human. When they announced that, oh, Port Harcourt refinery had begun to work, they said, no, it's a lie. It's a lie. Oh, they've come, they are liars. If you post that kind of story on social media, where in fact you see a lot of Nigerians who are not sociable. They say they are on social media, but you are not sociable. It's meant for people to socialize. But a preponderance of people that you see do not even know how to socialize. So they behave like it's not meant for them. They say, no, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Oh, they are bringing product from other places. One deluded person did a video in which he demonstrated his ignorance.
One even went on air. On television.
He said, oh, this thing, they've not repaired the refinery, it's a lie.
Okay, the community.
Now, when so-called,
exactly.
anybody can call himself a community leader.
Went on air.
Because petrol was being dispensed at a place where I didn't expect it to be dispensed, from the gantry that he thought, oh, if it, after this is not the one they repaired, how come they are dispensing?
Exactly from this.
But two refineries in the same location, they are bound to share assets.
Okay, sure.
Until this explanation comes, they had to send people, even Ajero and Co, they sent them down to go and look at the place.
Yes.
Before they began believing the story. Because you do not expect Bola Ahmed Tinubu to achieve anything, you've written him off as a never-do-well. That's why if you say, oh, the Port Harcourt refinery, Warri refinery is working, you will say it's a lie. Now, people are going to lift petrol. What are you going to say next? Before your eyes, Mr. Negativity, the Kaduna refinery that you thought will never work, that one too
will kick off.
Many of us didn't like Mele Kyari. I wasn't impressed with his work.
Because of the promises and promises.
But today, I'm not patronizing him. I don't need him for anything. But today, it will be unfair of me to say that in the last few months, Mele Kyari has not done well. No. Because when was the last time we had these refineries working?
Many administrations have come and gone.
They are working now. They are working now, and it's good for us. We can save the foreign exchange that we used to spend importing petroleum products. Look at what the Petroan people are saying, that even kerosene, diesel, you know, petrol, that their people are beginning to lift. So the Nigerian hater, the hater of the Nigerian nation, what will he say next? Because good things are happening and you dismiss them. So, no, get out. You liars. Today, what are you going to say the petroleum people have been bribed? Oh, those tankers, they are fake tankers. They are not lifting. What are you going to say next? People must learn to accept positivity. If you see good things happen, own up. I am so impressed that, okay, this is where we are. Nigeria will become a net exporter of petroleum products, whether anybody likes it or not. NNPC will export petrol. Dangote is already doing that.
Exactly.
Bua is coming on stream very soon from Akwa Ibom with his 250,000 barrels a day refinery. It will export petroleum products. Other refineries coming up will do the same thing.
Exactly.
We will earn foreign exchange. So I see good things on the way. I am not the sort of Nigerian who will simply come and criticize and will not offer suggestion and sees negativity in anything. No, woe betide me if I become that kind of person. That time will not come. Okay. If Nigeria is doing well, we must own up to it. And what they are telling us is even that with the coming on stream of these refineries, adulterated petrol.
Yes, we're still going to talk about that.
Yes, I said that a lot of positive things are happening as a result.
We'll talk about that. Now, this is the beauty of deregulation, the resurgence of these refineries. But will this improve competition and also the big elephant in the room? Will this reduce the impact on the price? Really bring it down a little.
You know, over the weekend, Dangote Petroleum Refinery announced a reduction in its depot price to 890 naira per liter. And its major retailer, MRS, that increased to 970 before, is back to 935. Okay. That is the beauty of competition. And with Petron coming out to tell us that NNPC, Warri, and Port Harcourt, that they are loading from there. I mean, there's no better news for us to start a new month of February. You know, Warri Refinery has a capacity for 125,000 barrels per day, and it's at about 80% capacity now. While Port Harcourt Refinery, the old one, with 60,000 capacity, is dispensing at about 70% capacity. That one is, Port Harcourt is dispensing the three major products: dual-purpose kerosene, premium motor spirits, that's petrol, and automotive gas oil, which is diesel. They are dispensing the three. While Warri, for now, is dealing with petrol and, diesel and kerosene. Okay. So, like
petrol too.
No, it has added petrol
too. It's a good development for us, and that prompted probably Dangote to come down, knowing that, I mean, in the south part of the country, there's a competition. So it is a beauty that will check any monopoly. It will erase any monopoly that Dangote might want to think of having. So it's a very good development, and before we know it, those in the northern part of the country that now, I mean, that is take fuel from Lagos and probably Warri, will be getting petroleum products
once the Kaduna refinery comes up. You know?
So, and Mele Kyari give it to him for the very first time in the history of Nigeria. The NNPC now has what it calls a petroleum products control and monitoring center. The place is as big as this newsroom.
Where they can monitor real time.
They are monitoring right from the production of the last drop of crude oil, even up to what the refineries are doing. On a big screen, as big as this, they are seeing it.
Yeah, I see all their facilities they can monitor.
All the even facilities.
Oil theft, they see
oil theft, any oil theft or any breakage in pipeline, you will see it. It will come red and be giving them signal. And it will give them the GPRS location of what
and
where that has
solution
immediately.
So rectify.
That, according to Petran, is reducing. It's not that it will. It is already reducing crude theft. That's why
That's another one we need to talk
production
about.
is going up.
The output has gone up.
So,
and they have not achieved anything, but the output is going
up. And with what the president is initiating in Ogoniland.
Okay,
the cleanup,
yeah,
and the meeting with the leaders of the we have not produced a barrel of crude oil in Ogoniland
for many years now.
32 years. So, if that process is concluded successfully, and just this afternoon, the president approved a university for them in Ogoniland as one of the palliatives, and the university is going to take off very soon for Ogoniland. So, these are some of the things. So, by the time we start producing from that place, maybe we might be achieving that 2.5 million.
Even Bloomberg has said that Nigeria is moving closer and closer to meeting its OPEC target. The OPEC target is 2.2 million barrels a day. We have increased our output significantly from where it used to be before this government came into office. And we expect improvement because of the onslaught against oil thieves. The Chief of Defense Staff is leading the charge against oil theft. So they are doing a lot in that regard. Output has increased. Mr. President appointed the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, to head that committee, working with the Minister of State Petroleum, Eneken Lukobri, to raise our oil output. And this will involve mobilizing even more investment in that sector, because some of the big players actually divested, they left our country. So we must try our best to bring in more investors now, create the environment, secure oil installations so that they will feel comfortable here. It's a lot more difficult and more expensive to produce petroleum products in Nigeria, especially crude oil, because of insecurity. What you will spend
on security,
what you will spend to bring soldiers to, all of those things. So it's more expensive here. But if we keep improving output, both in terms of natural gas and crude oil, honestly, things will get better and the economy will keep improving, and even our currency will first achieve stabilization in terms of the exchange rate. We'll first achieve stabilization and gradually it will appreciate. We want to see the Naira appreciate.
Exactly. That's the
as
job
I've said
everybody.
repeatedly, the Naira is not where it should be. I do not agree that that is the correct valuation of our currency. And you can see we reached a 7 month high.
1,004.
Or 1,485 or so.
Yeah, 1,485.
So we need to encourage the CBN governor and his team to continue to come up with ideas that will take our currency to at least 1,100. And I believe it's possible.
Or below 1,000.
I know that below 1,000 may be very difficult.
Yeah, maybe too ambitious.
So maybe too ambitious.
It's not,
but at least
it's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but
I'm not saying it's impossible. At least let us even see progress.
Sure.
Because if we achieve it and there is no stabilization, then we've not achieved it. There was a time when it came to that last year, and many people were terrified.
That was a false.
Yeah, but it went back up.
It went back. So that's not what we want to see. Let's have stability. People will be able to plan, and you will see more investors, especially foreign direct investment, not just foreign portfolio investment, foreign direct investment, long lasting, come into our country. And Nigeria will be better again. I am positive that Nigeria will be better again.
Yeah, we are all positive that Nigeria will be better again. Moji Jami, Appreciate you as always. Thank you so much for having this conversation.
Congrats to our team. I mean,
yes.
Team captain.
What I even said before was that if he didn't congratulate me, that he will get a query. So he just reminded me now.
Yes.
So are you going to congratulate us?
Yes. Congratulations.
Yeah, you have to congratulate us.
Congratulations.
We are gunners.
Congratulations.
Those guys beat you. We help you to
not
beat them.
London is our home.
I know.
We are gunners.
I know.
So you can. The doors
Maybe
are
because
open.
of BK I might change.
No, you have to come.
But I'm not so sure. But anyway, thank you so much.
You know
BK.
you won't change.
Thank you
Not
so
everybody
much.
changes.
And that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.
God bless.
The following is a paid presentation by Shopex TV. At Shopex TV, our customers are the heart of everything we do. As a special thank you for your continued support, we are offering our customers 10% off on selected products from now till November 15th. That's right, shop now and save big on some of your favorite items while stock lasts. Don't miss out on this opportunity to grab amazing products at unbelievable prices. First is our amazing 4-in-1 CookX blender. It's a food processor, a grinder, a blender, and a juicer all in one. The CookX 4-in-1 blender comes with 3 versatile cup sizes, each crafted to handle special tasks perfectly. Imagine effortlessly whipping up smoothies that are truly smooth, pounded yam and soups that are flawlessly pounded and blended. You would normally pay 189,950 naira for the CookX 4-in-1 blender, but call the number on your screen right now or scan the QR code and get it for just 170,995 naira. Incredible! And that's not all. You can get the CookX 4-in-1 blender in 2 easy payments of 85,498 naira. That's right, pay twice to get this amazing cooking solution. And we are not done yet. Shopex TV is proud to introduce the Shopex Ultimate Crunch Exercise Machine. The 6-in-1 machine is designed to take your fitness to the next level. No need to worry about expensive gym fees. You can now work out from the comfort of your home and achieve results. With Ultimate Crunch cutting-edge technology, you can transform your body. Its enhanced features deliver a full body workout that's efficient, effective, and enjoyable. The secret is its advanced design that combines multiple exercise models into one unit. The versatile machine features adjustable resistance levels, an ergonomic design, and a built-in digital tracking system that displays speed, time, distance, and calories burned. From sculpting your abs to toning your legs, upper body, and strengthening your core, you would normally pay up to 449,950 naira for the Shopex Ultimate Crunch. But for a limited time only, call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code and get the Shopex Ultimate Crunch at 404,955 naira. Incredible! And that's not all. You can get the Shopex Ultimate Total Crunch in 2 easy payments of 202,478 naira. That's right, pay twice to get this amazing fitness solution. But hurry, limited stocks available. So call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code or visit our website to place your order while stock lasts. The proceeding was a paid presentation brought to you by Shopex TV.
Keep up with innovative, revealing, and groundbreaking happenings in the world of brands and brand builders in Nigeria and across the globe. Mingle with people and brands that make the cut and the personalities that keep reinventing the trends and traditions in the marketing world. All an exciting one-stop shop for marketing vibes. Marketing Edge on TV. You're always right on time with the right people and movers and shakers of the world of marketing as they share their views and ideas on the business and challenges of advertising, corporate affairs, media strategy, and the unfolding exciting world of digital marketing. Join the trendsetters and key decision makers as they shape opinions and project into the future of the marketing landscape for 30 exhilarating minutes on this channel. Stay ahead, be thrilled to beat, be marketing savvy with Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Information is power, information is security, information is knowledge. On Labor Lens, we believe that working people around the world have real questions of their own. They want to know how the world of work operates, what it means to the employer of labor, how policies affect workers in the workplace. On Labor Lens, I ensure we engage effectively the organized labor, organized private sector, and government to get out of them information workers are in need of. I am Sharon Ijason, asking questions that make you get sense of the workplace.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Information is power, information is security, information is knowledge. On Labor Lens, we believe that working people around the world have real questions of their own. They want to know how the world of work operates, what it means to the employer of labor, how policies affect workers in the workplace. On Labor Lens, I ensure we engage effectively the organized labor, organized private sector, and government to get out of them information workers are in need of. I am Sharon Ijason, asking questions that make you get sense of the workplace.
Beyond 100 days, and I'm Abosedi Adeniran. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Remember to join the conversation on X at TVC News NG. Use the hashtag Beyond 100 days. Well, let's now take a quick break. When we come back, we have more. This is Beyond 100 Days. Thanks for joining us. I am Abosedi Adeniran. Join the conversation on X at TVC News NG. Use the hashtag Beyond 100 Days. Today on the program, we will be talking about opposition politics in Nigeria, and especially based on comments coming from some members of the opposition in the past week. But before that, let's bring you some top stories, some stories making the headline. We'll begin with a viral social media video of a Nigerian lady who was denied boarding in Nairobi, Kenya's capital. This video was shared by the special advisor to the Minister of Aviation